If you're planning to sell Ondo or calling Ondo a dead project, you need to watch this video till the end because I calculated Ondo's most likely cycle top using historical data, and the numbers have really surprised me. And it's also going to shock every one of you, so without wasting more time, let's jump straight into the video. So unlike other cryptos, Ondo has only seen one crypto cycle. We have limited historic data to study, so first, let's see the halving data on April 2024, and Ondo peaked in December 2024, so it took roughly 240 days for Ondo to create a peak. Now the next halving is around March to April 2028, so if history repeats, Ondo next cycle top will come around October to November 2028. Obviously, since we only have one cycle data, unlike other older projects, the accuracy for Ondo will be much lower, as we cannot calculate the probability just based on one cycle. But let's see how high can Ondo pump. So in the as per the last cycle from bottom to high, Ondo gave roughly 2,267% return. Now if you have watched my previous Ondo videos, you know I am expecting a dump or a final bottom range around 0.15 to 0.23. And if history repeats, it can take Ondo towards $3.55 to $5.44. But before you start celebrating and investing blindly, let me again remind you that Ondo has a very limited data because it's a new project. So let's use the market share method to find out a rough estimate. So at the time of this recording, Ondo's market cap is 2.83 billion, whereas the total 3 crypto market cap is at 654.4 billion. For those of you who don't know what a total 3 chart is, it's a market cap chart without the market cap of ETH and Bitcoin. So current contribution is 0.43%. Highest market cap of Ondo was around 4.9 billion. At that time, the total 3 market cap was 1.06 trillion, which means at that time, Ondo contributed 0.46%. Now in the next cycle, the total 3 is expected to jump towards 1.61 trillion to 2.25 trillion. Now I am not giving you a random number. I have made a detailed math video on this topic with data and proofs, so please go ahead and check it out. So current contribution is 0.43%, which shows you the worst case scenario. So in the next cycle, if the total 3 market cap goes to 1.61 trillion to 2.25 trillion, Ondo's market cap will be roughly 6.9 billion to 9.7 billion, which means in the worst case scenario, the trading price of Ondo will be roughly $1.42 to $1.99. But this is based on the current circulation supply. If supply increases, the numbers will change slightly. And if we consider the highest contribution, which is 0.46%, then the market cap of Ondo will rise to 7.41 billion to 10.35 billion, which will make the price of Ondo to $1.52 to $2.13, which is the best case scenario. So earlier you saw that if history repeats, the price of Ondo can go as high as $3.55 to $5.44. And for that, it requires a market cap of 17 to 26 billion roughly. But sadly, we cannot rely on that data because we cannot judge Ondo based on just one cycle. Plus, the market cap required to reach that target is very high. So my personal suggestion is to stick to math. So keep a minimum target of $1.42 and $1.99, which is our worst case. And max target would be $1.52 to $2.13. That too is based on the current circulating supply. By 2028, 70% to 80% of the supply will be unlocked, which will reduce the target even more. So do the math. I mean, I have given enough hints in this video, and if you use your brain, you can still make over 5 times to 8 times gains on this project easily. So let me know in the comment section, what are your personal targets for Ondo, and how many tokens are you holding? And before I end this video, if you don't want to miss the bus, make sure to follow me on our social media pages, because like last cycle, even in this cycle, I will be dropping an alert before things pump hard. Also, if you want to be well prepared in advance, you can also join our VIP group, which starts at just $6 and goes all the way up to $50. I have shared a complete roadmap and details, but the group only has limited membership for obvious reasons. And trust me, if you don't want to miss the biggest move, you should give it a shot, because if you miss you're going to regret for the next 2 to 4 years.